to Nigeria with Mmacalabar episode 4, Whispers of the North, the Hausa Fulani bride. In the northern part of Nigeria, when a girl is choosing to become a bride, her world quietly shifts. She moves from the carefree laughter of childhood into the sacred circle of women. Her aunties, her grandmother, and elder women gather around her, and what they begin to teach is not found in books, but in whispers, in rituals, and in the patient passing of secrets. She learns that marriage here is not only about love, it's about honor, about respect, about preserving a heritage older than memory. Her training begins in the kitchen, where firewood smokes and pots simmer slowly. She bends over calabashes and learns the art of pounding, stirring, and spicing. Tuwo Shinkafa, soft and round, taught to sit gently in a bowl, reminding her that food must comfort as much as it must fill. Miyan Taushe, rich with pumpkin and groundnut, teaching that sweetness and strength can live together in one pot. Suya, fiery with yaji spice, reminding her that passion belongs inside marriage and should never die out. And when the heat of the day presses down, she's taught to prepare fura de nunu, cool and nourishing, a symbol that even in love, balance between fire and calm is what keeps harmony alive. But her lesson do not end with food. The older women take her into chambers scented with turaren wuta, incense coiling into the air, clinging to her hair. Her clothes are very skin. They wash her with warm oils, rub her body with herbs that polish her until she glows like desert sunset. Her palms and feet are painted with henna, delicate patterns that speak of beauty, fertility, and joy. She's dressed not just in garments, but in layers of meaning. How to walk with grace, how to speak with respect, how to serve with humility, how to carry the dignity of her family into her husband's home. And when the food and the outer beauty have been mastered, the whispers begin. These are the teaching of the other room. The Hausa Fulani bride is taught that intimacy is sacred, a secret garden that must be tended with care. She learns that a woman holds power not in noise, but in silence, not in force, but in gentleness. The older women place in her hands jars of oils, bowls of herbs, powders of secret blends, the wisdom of Kayamata. These are not tricks, they tell her, but tools for freshness, for desire, for keeping a husband's eyes from wandering and his heart anchored at home. They teach her how to scent her body so that even the air around her whispers of longing. They show her how to stir passion with a touch, how to hold it back with a smile, how to keep mystery alive so that marriage never grows stale. The bride is reminded that respect must live in public, but fire must burn in private. That a man must be fed in the stomach, yes, but even more in the soul and the body. That her quiet strength, her discipline, and her tenderness will be what makes her husband call her home his peace. And when the time for marriage comes, the family steps into the next phase of rites. There is the Kayan Zanche, when the groom's family arrives bearing gifts, kola nuts, sugar, perfumes, clothes, and money to declare their intention. Then comes the Sarauta, the proper negotiation, where elders from both families sit, exchange prayers, and agree on the bride price. After this, the wedding fatia is held at the mosque, a solemn and spiritual ceremony where the union is sealed before God and the community. Finally, the Rekia Amaria, the escort of the bride into her husband's home, a procession filled with drumming, singing, and ululation, where the young bride enters her new life surrounded by joy, blessing, and celebration. This is the making of the Hausa Fulani bride. Food for the body, beauty for the eyes, honor for the family, wisdom for the other room, and sacred rites that binds two families together. She does not walk into marriage unprepared. She's armed with the teachings of her mothers, the prayers of her elders, and the secrets of generations. In her footsteps, we see that marriage is never just a wedding day. It is a lifetime of learning, giving, and becoming. Ask Mmacalabar. I don't hold good information. Bye.